ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, men and women, fans of Marvel Avengers Alliance and Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux, we are live, coming to you straight from Facebook. It is the Bracket Challenge. Hey everybody, it is Napalm Dawn, as always, like you would expect here on G4G. We are going to take a look at the bracket challenge that is currently going on for Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux. So what is happening with Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux is the content development team is doing some brackets and matchups to try and figure out who should be characters that are worthy, no pun intended, perhaps I should say deserving, of a alt when Redux comes around and they have the chance to work on original or brand new content. Before we go any further, gotta do the disclaimer that I gotta do every fucking video because there's a question in the comment section every time. No, it's not coming out for mobile. No, it's not coming out for Android. No, it's not coming out for iOS. This is for Macs, PCs, and potentially Linux only. There is a Mac version out. You don't have to emulate it now. No, I do not have any kind of a time frame for the next beta. No, I do not have any kind of a time frame for the next internal testing beta or when the game will be fully released. Don't speculate about this year, next year, 20 years from now, 3 minutes from now. Stop. Don't even bother asking. I'm just going to delete the comment. Only deal with the substance that you see in this video. So to explain what I mean by original content is that when Redux gets into its final version, Goofy will be proceeding with the original timeline of the game. So the chapters, the Spec Ops, the PvP seasons and everything as they were when the game existed from 2012 to 2016. No, it will not take you 4 years to get to the end of the original content and get to the new content. Goofy will be speeding it up. So for example, let's say there was a month between Spec Ops 1 and 2. There may now only be just a few weeks. The Spec Ops will be evergreen. So if you happen to find out about the project 6 months after it's actually released, you're not going to miss out on anything because you will download a version of the game that has Spec Ops, for example, 1, 2, 3, and 4. They will be evergreen with their associated ISO colors and everything. When they get into Spec Ops that share the same color ISO, like red and red, they'll figure something out for that. But the content development team, which is separate from the coding team, that's another pet peeve of mine that I need to talk about, is when people are like, oh, the game's not even bug-free and everything. Why are these people working on original content? That is because they are siloed from each other. Goofy and the code development team is different from the people who are writing the scripts for Spec Ops and Covert Ops and one-shots and all of that kind of stuff. They're doing separate work. You don't expect the person who is building a skyscraper to also be the person who's setting up the plumbing way down at the ground floor. They're separate from each other. So understand that and don't even begin to complain to me about that because I'm going to get really upset. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about these brackets. So the brackets are basically voting for the who deserves an alt more, and they've been in categories. So these are the Bruisers and everything right now. So I'm going to show you some of my votes here. And I'll actually talk about some of these as I picked them. Thundra was deliberately forgotten about because of her association. And when the Marvel and Fox and Sony splits and everything happened, Thundra was ditched. She was originally going to be a Worthy, the one that Ghost Rider took over. So I think I want to vote for Thundra. I don't really care about Red She-Hulk. Wonder Man was a boring slog to level until he got some of his later abilities. This one's tough because Anti-Venom is better than Spider-Girl by so much. So you could say Spider-Girl because of the fact that she needs it, but also Anti-Venom to me is a fan favorite. So I'm going to say Anti-Venom because you could do Agent Anti-Venom. Colossus and Groot both have a lot of uniforms. I'm going to go... God, there's so much you can pull from for Colossus. I'm going to say Groot because he had less, and God forbid we ever come up with the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special Groot. Give him the chunky, thick boy uniform, which looked totally like a dude in a suit, a dude in a Groot suit. Groot suit riot. Hercules and Ares. Ooh, that's... Whoever designed these two as a face-to-face, that's mean. You're mean. There's a really devious choice over here. God, I don't know of these well enough in Marvel to think of what they could pull from on this. Hercules. Ronan or Drax the Destroyer. Ronan was really, really overpowered when he got dropped. I mean, not as overpowered as White Tiger and Warlock. Drax. Valkyrie and Heimdall. Well, Valkyrie is getting an alt. Heimdall. Oh, God. Thing and Hulk. Jesus. Oh, man. This is another devious one. Hulk's got a lot of really good ones. And ones that do good things, like Grey Hulk, is actually really, really strong. So I'm going to say Thing deserves an alt, because Fear itself would be amazing, but we can't do that because it's already been assigned to somebody else. Who do I think will be the winner of the Bruiser bracket? Now you're just straight up betting at this point. Who do I think could actually win versus who do I want to win? I want to pick Thundra because she got done dirty. But who would actually pull this out? I'm going to say Thing because he's so goddamn desperate. Okay, so there's my votes. I don't actually mind telling you them over here. And this is what the brackets will look like here. Some of these have already been resolved, so let's go ahead and talk about the results. I don't know why I get this about this version of Google Chrome is no longer supported. It is. It's up to date. Google is shitting on itself. Gambit versus Rogue. Gambit, that's not a surprise. Gambit didn't have any, and Rogue had some, and Rogue was very good. Sunfire and Emma Frost. Man, that's a tight one. And Emma Frost won. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Sunfire needs it more, but Emma Frost is more playable, and I think just more liked to actually pilot rather than Sunfire. So glad to see that, but it was kind of close. Spiral and Cable. Wow, Cable. Oh, my little dancing girl. My dancing girl got done really dirty there. Crap. I'm sad about this one. This is another devious matchup over here because I think Cable and Spiral were pretty strong the way they were, but Spiral is the one who took the nerf with the D power. Cable, I think maybe he did. But Cable was sneaky good. I know of a lot of people that have played MAA who said that they rode Cable out to very high PvP results. And he had some solid ISOs and everything. I hope Spiral gets some love at some point because Fur Boots Spiral from Marvel vs. Capcom. I mean, this is the Spiral that I want at some point in the game. I will do anything to have this Spiral because that's the Spiral that I know. The fucking Silver Samurai helmet, the boots with the fur. Yeah, I'm really sad about that. I hope this eventually makes it into Redux. I've said that a lot. Beast and Havoc, yeah. Beast, you've got Pesty. He's probably the biggest game changer for many, many years until the Scroll of Rudamaroth and a couple of other things. There was one in the Psych set that did the same thing. Yes, Havoc needs and deserves a suit. Psylocke and Deadpool. Wow, Psylocke ran away with it. They each had an X-Force one, so they were on even footing. This is a fair fight. My thinking there is that Deadpool is so well loved and strong at what he does, and it carries from normal to uniform. I think Psylocke, yeah, I think there's a lot you could do with either character. I mean, you have like a pirate Deadpool out there that you could do. I'm happy with that one. I'm glad Psylocke got it. I've always really liked Psylocke. Again, Marvel versus Capcom. Tampon Man versus Quicksilver. Quicksilver has really good uniforms, but I will go to war that I hate the Age of Ultron ones. Friend of the channel, Darth Plato, and I, we disagree on this one quite a bit. But Tampon Man really needed something pretty badly. Otherwise, he looks like a Mega Man villain. And I'm glad he gets one. I just don't know what other looks are out there for Avalanche. Angel and Wolverine. Glad to see Angel come out of it. However, I did just get into a big war with somebody over Angel recently who thought Angel was trash in his Archangel uniform. And I proved really that he was not. Archangel was really solid, especially on the same team as X Factor Psylocke. These two, I rode them to Adamantium in two different eras of PvP. And that kind of goes to show you that these guys were they were buried in the meta there, but still were really strong. Kitty Pryde and Magic. I mean, yeah, Kitty Pryde needed something good. Magic is already good in everything that she's got in the game. So, really, I'm pretty happy to see Kitty Pryde there, but I like Magic more, but I think she was less deserving of it. Tigra and Rescue, I would have to vote for Tigra on that one. Not too sure what you could do with Rescue. Maybe you could give her the blue one from Endgame. Ant-Man and She-Hulk. Depends on what Ant-Man are you talking about. I guess they mean Scott and not Hank. I would have to say She-Hulk. She-Hulk needs a power boost here that Ant-Man doesn't, and you could do Lawyer She-Hulk super easy. It would be, topical. Kang and Doctor Doom. Wow, that is another devious matchup. Wow. Doctor Doom has got a lot that you can pick from. Kang maybe a little bit less. I would say Kang is more deserving of it because Kang is just truly garbage. Doctor Doom had his day in the sun. He really did. And we were all excited for the Doom boxes at Christmas and everything. It literally devolved me into being a child. Christmas morning, I stayed up until 3 o'clock thinking that the boxes would get unlocked at that point, but they didn't. Wasp and Spider-Man. Wasp. Spider-Man's got a bunch of suits. Wasp, I think, deserves it. Sandman, Invisible Woman. Sandman is really good as he is. Invisible Woman is really good with the air pressure ISO. I think I would vote for Invisible Woman because she needs a little bit. However, if you give her something, what do you give to the rest of the Fantastic Four? Sandman might be the easier cop-out. Oh, there's Pym. Pym and Iron Man. Pym. Iron Man's got a bunch. You could throw a dart at a board and hit an Iron Man alternate. Pym. Superior Spider-Man and Iceman. Ooh, Sub-Spider. Sub-Spider was really good. I liked him way more than I liked Ultimate Spider-Man. Miles Morales. Poor Bobby. Bobby was pretty good as Death Iceman over there. Superior. Gotta go Superior there. Mr. Fantastic and Victor Mancha. Definitely Mr. Fantastic. And I think it's easier to find one for him than Vic. However, then you get into that fight over here with Invisible Woman. If enough of the Fantastic Four keeps winning their brackets, maybe that's the way to go. Cammy and Gamora, oh god, just leave Cammy in the fucking coffin. 6 feet under, really, please. Bury that girl. What could you even do to her? Gamora. Definitely Gamora. Morbius and Spider-Gwen. Is it Morbin time? I think Morbius is really solid without a uniform, so I'm going to go Gwen because she needs it. There's Ultimate Spider-Man. There's Vision. Oh, god damn it. This one. Vision. Could be easy to give him the black and white vision from the show, or what was it, cataract vision, white vision. I'd say vision, a little bit easier. Dr. Voodoo and Nico. Wow, another devious matchup. I hate whoever made these matchups. Nico would be easier, but then you get into the Fantastic Four thing. If you do her, you have to do the rest of the Runaways, and that might be tough. But you know what? That's not my problem to worry about. That's the content development team who's going to get saddled with that. Nico. Definitely Nico. Chase or Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange. Because it would be fun. Chase is... I would leave Chase alone. Falcon and Spitfire. Ooh. Falcon is the easier one. There's topical ones. There's Captain Sam. Spitfire is really good at what she does. I don't think she needs a boost from anything. How can you argue that Spitfire can't hit the ground running the way she is? Blade and Spider-Woman. Honestly, with Girth out there, and the fact that Girth would dominate any Spider-Woman pick, I think, Blade. And it would be easier. Kamala Khan and Squirrel Girl. This is a very devious matchup because neither one of them were particularly fancy. However, Squirrel Girl has the cosplay, so I would say Kamala. Moonstone and Fixer. Shocker and Lizard. Shocker. Blizzard and Electro. Electro was really good. Blizzard all day, every day. Electro was so good. The power creep might be too bad if you gave him a uniform. Because how could you improve on what Electro already was? Magneto or Mega Sentinel? This one's really tough. You've got White Magneto, you've got Black Magneto, you have some evil looks for Omega Sentinel. I think Magneto is really strong the way he is, and I think Omega Sentinel by the end of the game could have used a boost. However, Magneto has some... Yeah, I would have to say Omega Sentinel. She needs something. But fan-wise, I might pick Magneto. Boomerang and Howard the Duck. Boomerang really looks like he's a Mega Man boss. He truly does. I would say Boomerang. Juggernaut and Mordo. Finally, something that's really opposing to each other. Juggernaut. Mordo's good at what he does. Juggernaut got power creeped out a little bit, but a uniform could bring Juggernaut back. Destroyer and Taskmaster. Taskmaster. Destroyer again is good at what he does. He works with energy teams. Could you get some really cool uniforms there? Absolutely, but you can with Taskmaster too. Satana and Enchantress. Wow. Enchantress is really good at what she does. You don't need to touch her. I think Satana needs a boost. Okay. So there you go, guys. That is my choices there for the brackets. So you can come on to the MAA Redux Facebook group and you can weigh in on this voting over here. Here you can see Avalanche versus Quicksilver results. There are some more results down here. Emma Frost versus Sunfire. So you can actually see how they played out. Of course, here in our bracket matchups and bracket discussion channels, you can see the results there too. So there's Gambit Rogue, Emma, Sunfire, Spiral Cable. Poor Spiral. Give me the boots with the fur and the jeans. Which mutant do you think will win the bracket? Why are A and B not labeled? Am I missing something? A, B, C, Emma Frosty. Yeah, so the name is above. I don't know. Maybe these were taken out at some point? Because, alright, yeah, so that's old. Final tally of votes. Who deserves it more? Nightcrawler, Racket. So we have some new ones over here. Who deserves it more? Nightcrawler or Rocket Raccoon? Definitely Nightcrawler. But Swashbuckler is really good, but Rocket Raccoon is already just fine the way he is. Winter Soldier or Deathlock? Winter Soldier. And I think more people would enjoy playing a Winter Soldier alt. Kazar or Shayna? Ooh. Are there even alternate looks to these guys? Shayna is really good as a debuffer. I would actually say Kazar. Shatterstar and Union Jack. Oh, wow, this one's tight. Shatterstar or Union Jack? Shatterstar needs it more, but I would more like to play anything Union Jack related than Shatterstar. Union Jack. You know what? Actually, I may as well vote while I'm here. You guys get to see me commit to my thoughts over here. Punisher or Angela? Punisher would be easier, but Punisher is probably used more in his default versus Angela. I'm going to go Pun. Phantom X or Black Widow? Fanty. Goddamn. The dude was trash until the X4 stuff came out. Just a bad tactician against infiltrators. Kate Bishop or Craven? Craven's really strong at what he does. Kate had some problems and bugs, and she's more topical. So Kate. Elsa or Agent Venom? Oh my god. Agent Venom is... I know there's so many people that stan Agvi, but I hate him. And I think I would really like a way to control his Venom to Agent Venom switches. So I have to say Agvi, because Elsa's very good how she was. I actually used her in PvP. Agvi I wouldn't touch with a stolen 10-foot pole. Thunder or Red She-Hulk? Thunder all day, every day. X-23 and Wonder Man. Yeah, I said 1D on that one. Spider-Girl, Anti-Venom. I said Anti-Venom on that one. Colossus, Groot. I picked Groot. And Groot is getting trounced. I'm going to stick to my guns, folks. Hercules and Ares. I think I picked Hercules. I will compromise my principles and go with the flow on that one. Ronan and Drax. Going to go Drax. Ronan doesn't need anything. Valkyrie and Heimdall. Valkyrie's already got stuff. I'd like to see some other Heimdall looks. Maybe Hobo Heimdall. I said Thing versus Hulk. I will get in on that. Who do I think will win the Bruiser bracket? I told you the thing. Who will win the weapons bracket? Oh, so that's what that... Okay. Wow. I actually would have picked Winter Soldier because I thought he's more topical and more currently talked about than Nightcrawler, but Nightcrawler's winning the fan favorite, but I will stick to my guns. Okay, so there you go, guys. If you get the chance, get onto our Facebook, get onto our Discord, vote. Aside from being fun, just get out there and vote for these so that you give the content development team some input. Plus, this helps you shape the game you will play when you get to play it. If you get to vote your favorites and then it happens, wouldn't you feel satisfied? I mean, for the longest time, there are things that I want from Redux. Spiral boots with the fur. An ISO that allows me to control Agent Venom and Venom's transformations and not have it be random. This way you can go in as an infiltrator, boom, swap it up. You're a bruiser, haha, scrapper, get shit on. Firestar, that's another one I would love to have. And those are my three big things that I would love to see. And hell, if I had a chance to vote for those, I'm going to vote for those things. So yeah, absolutely get on our Discord, get on our Facebook, get in these brackets, vote for what you want. Help shape the game and help the content team with some ideas and decisions and everything. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and seeing into some of the inner workings of my mind and what I voted for and why. Who would you vote for in the ones that have already been resolved? And put your justifications down below. Like, we know how some of these turned out already. So you can't vote for them now, but like if you wanted to vote for Rogue over Gambit, why would you? How do you feel about these brackets? Do you feel the way that I did with Spiral and Cable? Do you think, wow, she got done dirty? over there? Or do you agree that Cable was more deserving? How about Beast and Havoc? That would be a fan favorite matchup there. Psylocke and Deadpool's a tough bracket to talk about. Wolverine and Angel, Kitty Pryde and Magic. I mean, there's some discussion for a lot of these votes, no matter which way they go. So leave your comments down below, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel so that you get to hear about these more consistently. Thanks everybody. Napalm Dawn is signing off.